Hey guys, how are you doing? Furo here, and I greet you today to have a look at another Shadowverse deck archetype. A legal disclaimer before we are diving deeper into the deck: the following content is part of a series of sponsored videos by Cygames. If you're interested in the game, you will find download links for Shadowverse in the video description, and the game is available for Android, iOS and Steam, so feel free to have a look at the outlet that is most suitable for you. Alright, with that out of the way, let's remember and honor the times when RuneCraft was at the top of the meta reports. Not too long ago, right before the Tempest of the Gods expansion was released, the hate was strong with DARIA RUNECRAFT tempo decks, and now just one new expansion later, you're barely seeing the deck type at all anymore. So what was happening? Is the deck worse than it was at its prime, or did the nerf hammer a good job? Well, to be honest, the deck is still excellent, but the real problem lies in growing power of some of the other classes. While RuneCraft was only getting a few new great tools to play around, other classes that were definitely weaker before Tempest of the Gods are just outpacing RuneCraft in their current power level. In such a simple fashion, DARIA RUNECRAFT and of course D-Shift RuneCraft as well dropped from being the top dog into tier 3 or tier 4 territory. A harsh environment for every RuneCraft lover, but nonetheless the class is still viable, just not as good as it was before. DARIA RUNECRAFT is out of the options available for RuneCraft right now one of the strongest to pick. That's why I wanted to show you one of those deck versions. The deck naming card is of course also the star of the deck. Introduced in the Rise of the Bahamut expansion, DARIA the Dimension Witch is getting cheaper the more you are spell boosting the card. Spell boosting is getting activated whenever you play a spell or have a unit with a spell boost effect. With lots of possibilities to reduce the cost of the card, DARIA is getting super cheap in the mid game. Then you will play her, discard your hand, draw 5 new cards, and afterwards spell boost everything in your hand again 5 times. Even nowadays, that is one hell of an effect, and the reason why the deck is still as good as it is. Through the DARIA play, you can create a bunch of tempo, filling your board easily with 3 units and preparing for a devastating strike on the next turn. The basic strategy is in this fashion exactly like before Tempest of the Old Gods, and with only a few new interesting cards for the DARIA archetype, you are also just seeing 2 new additions to the deck. First of all, there is the Magic Girl Melvie, a 5 playpoint follower. This one is pretty exciting for RuneCraft because it will allow you to refill your hand with more cards again. When you play the Magic Girl, you and your opponent are drawing cards until each player has 7 cards in their hand. You as a DARIA player are often getting into the trouble that you're running out of steam a bit earlier than you would love to, if there is no DARIA available for you to get more cards into your hand, or if you just played DARIA and got a bunch of units on the board with no real follow-up. In such a situation, the Melvie is pure gold, and in most matchups like against Dragoncraft, Heaven or Forest, the amount of extra cards for your opponent is much smaller than for yourself. You should expect to give your opponent 1 or 2 extra cards, while you for yourself are looking for something in the range of 3 to 5 extra cards. That's a pretty good deal on top of the body, so definitely a worthwhile addition to the deck. The second new card on the other hand is more an aggressive and counterplay. Speaking of the Mutagenic Bolt here, a new 6 playpoint spell that will transform all enemy followers into Flame Rats. Flame Rat is a small 1 attack 1 health unit that is dealing 1 damage to both players at the start of your opponent's turn. This is a very interesting effect, not only giving yourself the opportunity to get rid of a huge amount of stats and effects on your opponent's side, but furthermore also enables an additional burst damage card. Besides your Blade Mage Storm units, the deck was always lacking a bit of direct face damage, but the Mutagenic Bolt is providing exactly that. What sounds like an upside can also be a downside from time to time, especially when you're facing aggressive decks. Because the damage is hitting both leaders, there's always a drawback that your own life is also getting reduced in a faster time frame. Therefore, always keep your life counter in sight when you are going for the Mutagenic Bolt, and don't get too comfortable with it. With that, I will close my deck overview, and we are now playing a few games on the ladder. I'm right now in AA for your information, and if you have more questions about the deck or Shadowverse in general, just comment below the video. Alright guys. First game, and we are facing a Dragoncraft. So just assume that he's playing Ramp Dragoncraft. That is just so likely. Just keeping the Witchette here. Dropping the Darias, that's not too great for the start. So we're getting the Clarke Wizard of Mysteria. With that we can spell boost a follower in our hand, which will be then the Witchette, which is then costing only 1 on turn 3. Also got a Blade Mage here, so depending on what else we are getting, we might also use the Clarke here on the Blade Mage, because Witchette will be played on turn 3, and if we have no other card to play that on turn 3 as well. Oh, DARIA. Okay, then we are getting the DARIA a bit cheaper. So it doesn't matter if the Witchette is costing 1, if we have no other card to play on turn 3, that's why you're not using this on the Witchette. Daria on the other end is pretty good. Dragon Oracle, unexpected, he's ramping up. Got another Daria, that is not too great. Because you will drop the other one anyway when you play the first Daria. So 2 in the face, and opponent's turn. Always problematic if the opponent is ramping up too fast. A Unicorn Dancer Unica and another Dragon Oracle. That means he's already at 6 play points next turn, which is definitely a lot. We've got a Magic Missile. What we are doing here is just using the Piercing Rune, killing the Unicorn Dancer and another 4 in the face, so he's down to 12. And we're probably going for the Magic Missile or the Blade Mage, one of those. Depends a bit on what opponent is doing. Definitely looking for more damage in the face. We need to be fast here, otherwise we are just losing. Chaos Dragon Rider. He's subtracting 2 from the cost of a card in his hand. And there's the Evolve, so we can kill one of the smaller units. And the Clarke. So we could just drop Clarke and the Blade Mage for the face. Otherwise we can play, of course, a Magic Missile and the Clarke. But then, let's see, that will be 4. That's costing too much. We had 5 right now. So yeah, let's go for the Clarke. And we are reducing the Blade Mage, so we can also go for the face here with the Blade Mage. And dealing then 6 in the face. Pushing our opponent down to 6. But he's now in the play point range where he can play a lot of good stuff. So I'm not sure if we can do that. That's a 7-5 right there on the board, which is super huge. He's definitely looking to play some big stuff now. So the Blade Mage is definitely going down and one of these smaller units as well. He might be even killing everything. With the Dragoon's Scissor, this one has Storm, killing the 4-4 here. Also the Grimnir, so this one is probably getting evolved as well. Yep, so he's killing both units. No chance for us right now to hit him in the face. Can go for Daria next turn. Conjure Golem. So if we just drop the Daria here, we cannot play anything else. If we are not getting kinda lucky, but I guess we still have to do that. If we are just dropping Magic Missile, Conjure Golem, that is too weak. We are dropping the Daria here. See what we can find. Hopefully some cards to play alongside, that would be great. So there is... wow. Okay, not a single card here that we can play alongside. That's pretty bad. Oh well. Guess we are still evolving to get rid of the Grimnir. So this one is going down. We have the Daria as a 7-3 here, but it's just going down for sure. Probably he's dropping Ouroboros, then Daria is going down, he can hit us for 7 in the face. And then we cannot push the remaining 6 damage in the face here, unfortunately, if we're not getting... Mutagenic Bolt might be very good. Otherwise what we can do is play inside, snipe, Magic Missile. Draconic Favor, he is restoring 3 life, also getting another play point and drawing 2 cards. So are you interested in a trade here, or are you using the last evolve point? That is a real question. He is trading, keeping the evolve point, and wow, dropping another Draconic Favor for more cards to draw, plus he's now at 10 play points and at 12 life. I am pretty sure that we are not able to win this game, but of course we are still trying. Let's go for the inside, Blade Mage, and then we are using the Magic Missile, 1 in the face. We're drawing another card here, which is another Angelic Snipe. Well, okay, let's just drop the Conjure Golem, giving us a cheaper Blade Mage. The Snipes will stay in the hand for now. We're probably in the need of dropping the Snipes next turn, especially if it's just going for a huge creature now. We have literally no chance. There's a Rahab, which is 2-5, Unicorn Dancer, and the Dragon Knight. Okay, these are all very small. Wow. That's unexpected. And oh, we also got the Mutagenic Bolt. That's pretty good. So we're just changing everything now to the small little rats, so he's getting 3 in the face with that. We can go double snipe in the face, that's down to 9 then, down to 7, he's getting 3, he's down to 4. And we are getting Blade Mage next turn. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's see if he has some sort of healing there. So he's down to 7 now. He's getting another 3, so he's down to 4. And he needs healing. He can trade 2 reds here and kill the Conjure Golem. He's still keeping then 1 on the board. So that's another 1 point of damage in his face next turn. And the Blade Mage is another 2 points, so we are only missing 1 point then. If he's not getting any healing. But I mean, it's likely, right? He can get some healing. That's for sure. Ooh, he's just... Is he dropping Bahamut? He is dropping Bahamut. Which means everything is going down. Bahamut is... Holy shit, Piercing Rune is great. So we are winning here. Bahamut would be 13 damage, but he can still evolve. That would be 15. So I guess even if we're dropping the triple units here, he's just killing us. Because he will just clear the units. He could, for example, play another Grimnir. But with the Piercing Rune from the top, we have enough damage. So he's going down, despite the Bahamut being played. Game 2, and unexpected, we have another DRAGONCRAFT player here. Very unexpected. Gonna drop the Bolt here. Witchette is good because we have the Clarke that is getting the Witchette a bit cheaper. Magic Missile. So that is coming then on turn 2. You will use the Clarke on 3. Witchette is costing 0. And opponent is starting. So we are getting 2 cards here, which might be very useful. Also an insight, another card to draw. Getting another Witchette. So still, Magic Missile looks good on turn 2, and then Clarke into double Witchette. Opponent is not able to drop a Dragon Oracle here on his second turn, so no ramp for him. We're pushing one on the face, drawing another card, which is giving us Daria. Okay, that is good. Will be a very strong next turn, and then on turn 4 we are dropping the Mage. As the Sail, with that, if he's evolving the Sail, he can give a follow, an allied follower, Storm if Overflow is active for him, which is of course right now not happening. But nonetheless, Clarke is coming. We have so much value for that right now in hand. So super useful. Double Witchette is coming. Might be getting a bit tough for opponent. He's definitely looking for the Breath of Salamander on turn 6. If he is able to evolve, if he's able to get another play point right now, that would be very huge for him. That's not happening here. He can just trade. There's an insight. We are just going for the Mage. We are evolving. Getting the Crimson Sorcery here. So what we are doing is going for the insight. Getting another card here, another Clarke. We are using the Crimson Sorcery. Killing the Rahab, another 4 in the face. And we could even go for the Daria next turn, alongside the Clarke and the Ogler. So even if he's clearing the board, we would still just drop more stuff on the board. And that's just a huge tempo play. Dragonic Favor, which means that he's going back to 18. He's getting another play point, so Breath of the Salamander looks good for him. Now the insight, let's see. Magic Missile. Well, we cannot play everything here. So I guess we're just dropping Ogler and the Daria, and the rest is just going for the face. Let's see what we can find here in the remaining 5 cards we are getting. So that will be... Got another Daria, which is now costing 4. The Ogler is for free. And we have another Mage. That means we have a lot of damage here. If we just go for the face, if we evolve, for example, the Clarke here.
It won't be long now.
That is then 10 damage in the face. He's down to 8. We have a huge board. Plus we are getting 3 more from the Mage. I guess that's it. I'm not sure he can kill everything here. I mean, Breath of Salamander, for example, is good enough to kill the Daria and some stuff on the board, but there is still then the Ogler and there is still the Clarke. Sybil of the Waterworm. That's giving him another play point, and he's healing back a bit. But there is still the concede. No chance for him. That is too much damage. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going for a third game, and this time it is not DRAGONCRAFT, but on the other hand it is Swordcraft. Mutagenic Bolt is too expensive. Ogler, a Magic Missile. We're keeping the Missile. And let's replace the other 2 cards. There is the Daria and there's a Timeworn. Daria a bit too early right now without anything else to play. But Let's see, maybe we can make it work. That's a Vanguard. 1-2. Cannot kill that with a missile, unfortunately. Got a Conjure Golem and the Clarke Wizard of Mysteria. So I guess we are just starting with the Conjure Golem here. Or the Clarke. One of those. Probably the Clarke and then get the Daria a bit cheaper. There's also a Quick Blader, that's 2 then in the face from his units. And another Conjure Golem. Well, how about that? Still, let's drop the Clarke here. Daria is going down to 7. We might then play a Conjure Golem next turn. Or the Magic Missile, depending. If we need to trade, we are playing the Magic Missile and kill the Quick Blader, for example. Old Soul Swing. And another Quick Blader, yeah. How about that? That's a lot of damage already. We're down to 15. Just a small fry here. And another Daria. Look at that. Let's just go for the Conjure Golem. Next turn is definitely coming the Mage Levi. And then we should be able to trade everything away. No chance for him. No, he's too by another Storm unit. Great. So we are down to 10. That is going fast. That also means that if we are not getting any more damage right now, he's still killing us on turn 9 with the small little Albert that is coming.
I'm just a mage who's as old as
So, Con Evolve.
You're done for.
We have a Snipe here, so that's another 1 point.
back in the old days.
We're using the Crimson Sorcery as well, just to make sure that we are killing everything.
We're together.
So he has only 2 cards in his hand. Board is now empty. So it's not looking too bad. Despite that we are at 10, we just need to make sure that we are killing him kind of fast. Which is definitely a possibility with double Daria in the hand as a Floral Fencer. I guess he's killing the Mage, pretty likely. Then we are using the Magic Missile and the Conjure Golem. I guess so.
Tuckered out.
The Bolt. No, not the Bolt. Oh, we are playing... Daria's better, right? Let's go for the Magic Missile and then the Daria, most likely. That's better. It's just strong. Another Mutagenic Bolt. Can't play that right now. We're going for Daria.
Bang and a boom.
We are probably evolving the Daria here as well. Let's see. There's double Piercing Rune. That's great.
It won't be long now.
We're gonna clear the board here. Still have then the huge Daria on it. Piercing Runes are now only costing 2. So that's another 4 that can come into the face. Snipe is also 1 more in the face. That's 5. Then we have 12. So I'm missing 8 right now. And he's just starting to hit the face again, of course. But we can just kill here everything. No problem. Going for the inside first. Getting a Blade Mage, excellent. We're gonna kill those little guys. Piercing Rune. And the Snipe. So we're not getting any damage on the Daria. Then 7 in his face. He's down to 9. We're also dropping Witchette. So right now we have then the damage we need to kill him next turn. Plus the Blade Mage is coming. That will be another 4 at the max. And I mean right now he definitely is looking to kill the Daria. If he's able to do that, his unit should also be going down because Daria is kinda strong. And then we can still push 6 damage in the face. And right now, he still needs another 2 turns before the Albert is coming. The Vanguard, that's also giving him some nice little guards here. Nice little knights, sorry. So maybe we are killing those. Let's see what else we are getting. Conjure Golem. Okay, let's drop everything. Blade Mage.
Just maybe this magic will help.
Yes, we are...
Tone with your lifeblood.
Let's see, I guess we need to kill those. Otherwise we might be going down next turn. Can he do that? So that will be... Probably not. Probably not. Still gonna trade here, just to be on the safe side. We're then only pushing 2 in his face, but his board is empty. And I'd say he can play Fangblade Slayer next turn, that's only 3 and he's killing 1 unit. That would be then the Clarke, so we only have 6 damage on the board. Another Alvida's Command. And the Center Vanguard will also... So are you trading? Should trade, yeah. There's a trade. And there's the Magic Girl. Holy shit, that is super dangerous. I don't think we can do that. Oh wait, he's not winning. He cannot evolve anymore, right? So it would only be 6. Ooh, okay, we're doing it. Let's do it.
Really gonna be special.
And we're getting a magic missile. Yep. Gonna do it. Gonna kill this little guy. We're getting another Clarke here. We are killing his unit and another 2 in the face. So that means he's down to 5 and we have 6 damage on the board. Plus another Blade Mage in hand, of course. So that's another 2. So the Albert is a maximum of 6. Totally forgot that he needs the evolve point as well. He was out of evolve points. Soul Swing.
Time to head home.
Blade Mage going down. We still have enough. With the Vanguard, unfortunately, we don't have enough anymore. Also, he's getting some knights on the board. Yeah, that is not looking good. That's GG, most likely for him. We can just drop double Clarks here. Getting everything cheaper. So we can play the Ogler, we can play Witchette, we can play the Greg as we want. But we're playing the Blade Mage and pushing the 2 in the face. He will just now use some Storm unit and kill us. For sure. Veteran Lancer. Royal Banner. Oh, that is N6. He has no Albert. Where's the Albert, man? So that's a trade. Ow, also the Vanguard. That was good, so you can kill this guy, you can kill... Now the board is at least empty. And I guess we're dropping Clarke and the Daria.
Time to head home.
Oh, he's going for the face. We only need 1 more point here. And there's an inside. There is an inside. Let's go for the inside. There's a piercing rune. Wow. So that's another victory. And with that, we're at the end of today's episode. Thank you for watching and see you then in the next episode of Shadowverse. That is coming next week, guys. So see you then. Have a good night. Bye bye.